Sally is the biggest Sovereign Sea fan ever.
Welcome to Sovereign Sea. I'm Becca, and this is my husband Tim and our two deck paws, Hazel and Sally. In July of 2023, we bought an abandoned trawler off Craigslist for $15,000, and we spent the next 8 months restoring her from this to this, and we still have a ways to go. Join us as we create a sovereign life on the water, enjoying destinations along America's Great Loop and beyond, all while doing all of the jobs ourselves. We're happy to have you on board. Let's figure it out together as we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Yo!
So, we're still on Daytona Beach. Surprise!
Shocking. I've told a bunch of people, you know, with the storm and when you are living on a boat, you have to deal with the knowns and the unknowns. And for us, the knowns were this place that we already are. It's in a cove. It's on the land side of the ICW, which is on the other side of a barrier island that's very large and high as barrier islands go. And the unknowns were the marinas in St. Augustine and Jacksonville. Unknowns for us were the marina in Jekyll, which we've been to before, which is on a barrier island right next to a sound, and the marina in Skidaway, which is also on a barrier island right next to a sound.
They are knowns to us, but they are known to be unsafe.
Yeah, they were knowns that we didn't want to be in the event of this storm coming through. So
now we know that this storm is still, you probably have the latest update.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to skirt the west coast of Florida. And computers say it's going to hit land somewhere just north of Tampa and cross to Jacksonville and straight up the east coast through Savannah. So hindsight being 2020, we probably made the right choice, although it's going to be severely weakened and probably just mostly a rain event.
Yes.
Still just not something that we wanted to be a part of, and I think we made the right choice when we did, of just going ahead and staying here. This place is beautiful. Gives us another month to go to the beach.
Yes.
Which coincidentally enough, that's what we're doing today.
Yes, and you guys, if you watched last week's video, will know that we have a wedding that we need to be at in the middle of this month, so that sort of mitigates the issue of trying to make a bunch of hops and then not knowing where we're going to be, not knowing where our car is going to be, etc. So it takes a lot of stress off of our plate just to be here and just to enjoy the water. And honestly, I still feel like when I wake up on Saturday morning, I'm still deprogramming out of boatyard mode. I still woke up this morning and I was like, what's on the agenda? And then I was like,
nothing.
There's nothing
is on the agenda.
We need to do. Don't get me wrong, there are tons of things that we could do. Our boat is definitely not finished, but we are taking an intentional break and I'm enjoying it.
Yep.
So
Becca managed to get me to the beach enough to start body surfing, and then I got back in my thing again, and I did not buy a surfboard, wanted to, did not. I bought a bodyboard instead. And so that's actually, we're going to pick that up from the office right now, and I'm going to outfit that and start using it today. And I told her she might not like the, she might not like the situation she's gotten herself into, because this will be every day at 5 o'clock now.
I love going to the beach. If you don't know this about Tim, he has OCD. Most people, when they think OCD, they think OCD in the sense of everything needs to be clean, surfaces need to be spotless. That's the opposite of him. What he likes is routine and schedule. And so in order to get him to do something, you have to do it regularly. So now I've gotten him out to the beach enough so that he's like, oh, now beach is part of my routine. And so that's a really positive thing. He thinks that I'm not liking it, but I'm loving it, and I'm loving every minute of it. I didn't know that boogie boarding was even a professional thing you could do with a serious vigor, but apparently it is. So we're gonna try it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is bringing me back to my late teens, early 20s when I lived in California, and I surfed and boogie boarded all the time. So that was kind of what happened once I started getting back in the water and doing the thing. I was like, it would be really nice to have a board right now. And here we are.
Yeah,
so.
Daytona, I've never surfed, but Daytona, from my understanding, has sometimes good surf, but most of the time not. But I think it's boogie boardable, so.
Yeah, Sunday's supposed to be 5 feet. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna be the judges of that. Let's go.
Peace.
Here he comes with his boogie board. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. New boogie board, who dis?
What?
New boogie board, who dis?
Who dis?
New parking pass. Boogie board has been secured. It does have a defect from shipping, so hopefully that doesn't impede the performance. What do you think, Cap?
No, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I believe you. Here's the strap for it, so it doesn't float away. To the beach. We're doing a long-term setup. We actually got a sunshade today, that way we can be out here for longer. And we got our cooler packed, and now we're getting our sunshade set up for the first time. Wish us luck. Tim says to open this and read the instructions, and he rarely tells me to do that, so I'm going to. the pegs in and filled the sandbags, so we should be good in the wind. This is not our sandcastle. We can't take credit for that. It looks like it was abandoned by whoever was here before. Yeah, we're about to get in the water. Oh, you're supposed to clip it. All right. We failed to clip the tent to the pole, which apparently is a vital step for structural integrity. Aha! All right. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. I dropped the tongs on my toe yesterday while I was doing the dishes, and it's a very tiny gash. However, the salt water does make it burn, but I'm being really brave about it. I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping you're slapping at me. Crossing my fingers, hoping that I don't get sand in this thing, because it was not gonna keep me from coming to the beach today.
Rub some dirt in it. Fine.
I'll spare you what it looks like with the Band-Aid off. It's not the best. Sitting here enjoying my part of the week. Welcome to the segment of Sovereign Sea. Becca's part of the week. New segment. But just kidding. That's true. But you guys, I found another fruit that I wanted to share with you. This is a flappricot. It is a mixture between a plum and an apricot.
It's GMO.
Boy, are they good. It's just a beautiful, beautiful fruit. I told you guys about my Rainier cherries last week. They do not have them anymore. They are completely off the shelves. So sorry if you missed out on those. Keep it in mind for next summer though, because those are good for this one. But these I found at Aldi, and they're so good. Back to you. I'm usually our line handler, but Tim is doubling up our forward line. It's starting to get a bit windy. We're seeing a lot of the locals here adding extra lines to their boats, so we're heeding their advice for the upcoming storm. We're already pretty secure. So, but it never hurts. Can you catch it? Oh!
Could you do me a favor?
What?
I get this over there. Just stand here and hold it. I'll move the both lines.
Okay.
Just stand here and hold this so that it doesn't do that.
Yeah. Stand here and hold this, he says. And that's what we're doing.
we going?
Yep.
Are we rolling? So, I know I look a little scary right now, but the things are a little scary right now. That storm is down off the coast of southern Florida, southwestern Florida, but we are starting to feel the winds here already. No rain, but we are starting to feel the winds, and today everybody came down and put like extra lines on their boats. It's kind of weird because they're all in the same cleats, but beside the point, everybody came down and put extra lines on their boats. So we doubled up our lines because it's the best we could do.
There they go again.
Yeah, so we're battening down the hatches and prepping for Tropical Storm Debbie, which should be a hurricane here within the next 24 hours. We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully won't be.
Hopefully won't be, but let's be real. She's out over the Gulf and she's picking up steam. So, yeah.
Best of wishes for the Savannah area.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't get what they're expecting.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That is our home port, so we care a lot about that city.
Yes, we do. And same with Beaufort, all the folks we know up in Beaufort. Hope you guys are all good up there. Yeah, we actually know a couple people in Jacksonville as well. Anyway, yeah, just a quick update.
That they are secured before the storm comes in. Surprise! The sun came out, so I don't know what's going on there, but the wind's definitely picking up. Just taking off everything that was loose, just the cushions and the horn and the binoculars. These will go inside. We have the horn because the onboard horn on our boat works, but it's, I don't know if the seals in it are broken or something, but we're gonna have to get a video of the sound that it makes because it's just not, it's not intimidating at all. So we've been carrying this guy. We haven't had to use him, thankfully. Don't make us use him, okay? But I'm just gonna bungee these guys down because I don't really want to bring them inside. These aren't our like nice permanent cushions. These are just like thrifted cushions that we have. And I am gonna cut them and make them fit a little bit better, but we're also just gonna redo our cushions permanently. So I'm not too worried about those guys. I think I'm gonna roll up our flag though because she's not looking too stable. look as nice as the other fenders. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Posh. So here I am strapping them down back here, okay? Because we still need them.
The flowers bloom in springtime, the leaves fly in the fall, but we have one another through the changes of them all. These unspoken wonders, these stories left to tell, there can't be any other who loves me quite as well.
If we should ever falter, should we ever hang by a string, remember we have each other through all the seasons, through everything.
Alright, hopefully the wind don't blow too hard when we're doing this. Oh, rock the boat. I'm really scared that thing's gonna fall over.
I think
Alright.
we'll be okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. It's a little rocky.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and address the elephant that's sitting in the room right now. It is Sunday evening around, I guess it's probably 7 or so, maybe 8. I don't know what time it is exactly, but looks like the single band of this hurricane that's going to pass through here is passing through right now.
So is it officially a hurricane? It's looking pretty hurricane-ish for the West Coast.
It looks pretty hurricane-ish over there. I don't know if it is a hurricane, but this storm, regardless, the one single band it looks like of this storm that's actually going to pass through here is passing through right now, and it's windy, it's rainy. It just is what it is. But pushing the boat around, we tightened up all the lines. We actually double looped them and added some other points. You know, well, I think we're going to be fine. But yeah.
Yeah, it is getting a little rocky and rolly in here.
It is.
But I think we're gonna be all right. We're in a fairly safe harbor. I think we're gonna fare well. And yeah, I'm battling a little bit of a pressure headache right now. Let me know if that happens to you during storms or like right before a storm. That just, man, it is kind of knocking me out this evening. But we really appreciate you being here. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, we'll continue to update you, and we're sending good vibes and prayers for the people who are up in the Savannah, southern South Carolina area, hopefully, and also the west coast of Florida, who's kind of getting battered by this storm right now. Hopefully you guys are doing all right.
Yeah, I just want to say that clearly we made the right choice here, given the projected track of this storm, which basically puts it right in the center of where we would have been right now had we left last Wednesday. We would have been actually arriving in Skidaway Island, close to Savannah, today, and that's exactly where this thing looks like it's probably going to end up. So yeah, we made the right choice, and we stayed here, and you know, thankfully, whatever provenance or whatever led us to make that choice. You know,
Good job, Captain.
Feel like we did pretty good.
If you want to keep us going on our boating journey, send us a coffee over on Coffee. The link is down below. And we hope you're doing well.
Yep, hope you're doing well.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.